Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Are you hearing me? Hi guys, it's your boy Imani back with another video for you, and we are celebrating Easter quarantine edition. Yes. Yes, we are celebrating Easter, but this year we'll be doing it with a twist. So with everything that has been going on, I think it's safe to say that the Easter celebrations this year will not be what we are used to in some sense, especially for those people in the Caribbean who are normally up and about and out, enjoying themselves, partying, like me. Yes, I was eating before I started filming, so that's what that is. But anyways, this week I just wanted to talk a little about some of the things that we normally do in Jamaica when it comes on to Easter time. Easter time is one of those times of the year where it's very religious, and there is a lot of eating, but the difference with Easter is that it's a lot of eating of a specific, very, very specific kind of thing. First, I'm going to start off with the churches. So for me, normally on Good Friday, I will be in church. Normally I'll be in church, and I think, okay, so normally I would be in church, right? But then I get to understand that normally what happens is that when you are at home and it's Good Friday, if you didn't go to church and stuff, or even if you did go to church, you just like don't go in the kitchen, you don't cook or anything until like after 12. But I'm always eating. I'm always eating, and it's not that I didn't observe that part of the tradition. I guess it just never occurred to me because I was always eating. Some churches also use this time to have their fasting and prayer services, or their fasting and prayer time. Some persons, I know one person who did fasting from Holy Thursday all the way back to Easter Monday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay. So before I go any further, based on my knowledge, which is not a lot, the Easter holiday or the Easter celebration is to celebrate the birth. It's to celebrate the death of Jesus Christ. Ooh. Yes, it's to celebrate the death of Jesus Christ. He was nailed to the cross on one day, and then he rose again on the third day. And this is what I grew up believing, this is what I grew up knowing, and it's a very, very strong part of the culture in Jamaica. Now to jump outside of the church, or now to jump from the church to outside of the church to some of the celebrations that people have there outside of the church. There are pool parties, river parties, beach parties, regular parties, so basically parties. Basically what happens is that during the Easter period, or basically any major holiday for that fact, all roads lead outside of Kingston. Like all roads lead to places like Montego Bay, Otrius, Negril, Mandeville, like those places where there are resorts, beaches, rivers, places where people can hang out and chill. Those places are normally full. So places like Otrius Jerk Center, Frenchman's Cove, Dolphin Cove, Duns River, Yallas Bay, places like this, or even the hotels or the resorts surrounding these places, they normally have a lot of events happening, whether it be a party. They normally have a lot of events happening. I'll just leave it at that. But even if there are no parties or anything like that, normally what happens is that friends and families group up together and they normally take a road trip to some beach or some river or something, a place where they can go, have a swim, have a couple drinks, have some food, you know, wear the bikini and all of that. That is what normally happens during that time. The beaches are full, or would be full, if this lady wasn't doing her world tour. Now on to my favorite thing to do during Easter season. So one of my favorite things to do during the Easter period is go to Bacchanal. Bacchanal. Bacchanal is one of the only events in Jamaica where I can actually go and feel comfortable to just enjoy myself, because everybody else is there enjoying themselves. Nobody cares what you are over there doing, and nobody cares what I'm over here doing, because everybody's just enjoying themselves. And it's just like this one big community of sweat and whining and gyrating, and it is fun. So here's the thing. This is what happens. So there are quite a few weeks leading up to the main event. The main event is Carnival. Bacchanal happens, or Bacchanal Fridays happen every Friday at Mass Camp, and this is kind of like the preparation up to the main carnival, where you know it's gonna be the trucks running around and we moving behind the trucks and dancing for hours. So Bacchanal Fridays is basically us preparing for that. It's every Friday, it's at Mass Camp. You go with your friends, your family, your co-workers. I've been there and I've seen a couple of my co-workers and we gyrated together and stuff like that. Anyways, and we just had a good time. And then no, that's not even the only thing that happens, because the universities there have their own carnival. UWI Carnival. UWI Carnival. I'm telling you, UWI Carnival is good. But anyways, so the different universities, some of them come together and have one big carnival, which is what UWI, UTech, and some other universities do. And then for those who are not in Kingston, the other non-Christian universities or non-Christian based universities, they have different carnival events. Yeah, let's put it that way. And I've been to UWI Carnival, I've been to Bacchanal, and now before we get to Carnival, the main event. But so okay, let me say this. So there is Bacchanal Fridays, and then at the end, or when it comes like 2 to 3 weeks before Bacchanal Friday, before Carnival, Bacchanal Fridays have this thing where one night it is the Bacchanal like Juve. Bacchanal Juve is where the paint come out, water comes out, the freaks come out, and we march like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, we are marching in the people them community. Hours of the morning, speakers are loud, right? And we're marching, we're dancing, we're gyrating, paint everywhere, drinks everywhere. We're having a good time. So this is where we get ready for Beach Juve, which is not yet. But, so that is Bacchanal Juve. Then we have Carnival. Carnival is normally on the Sunday before Easter Monday. Carnival. It's like a million trucks and then 50 million people dancing around those trucks, on those trucks, under those trucks, between those trucks. Like, it's just this major thing of everybody coming together, dancing and enjoying themselves. I just can't get over it. I miss it so much. I've been here 3 years and I've not been able to go to one since. Well, the German carnival is different, but yeah. And that happens on the Sunday before Easter Monday. On Easter Monday is when we have Beach Juve. Well, before I tell you about Beach Juve, Bacchanal Juve is also, like, that Bacchanal Juve is like a complete preparation for Bacchanal and Beach Juve in one. Because, so for Bacchanal Juve, after you've been painted and all of that, we have that walk around where we go in the community at hours of night with the trucks and the sound and the dancing and the liquor. And then that is a preparation for what is going to happen for the big carnival in the big city. And then we have Beach Juve. This is where the carnival is now taken to the beach. And at this point, anything goes. If you want to come naked, it's fine, nobody cares. Like, nobody genuinely, like, they really don't care. Because as I said, everybody is there to wine and grind and enjoy themselves. Sorry. Everybody is there to dance and enjoy themselves, right? I really do miss Bacchanal, Carnival, Juve. I miss it all. One day. Actually, my dream is to go to Trinidad for Carnival. My dream is to go to Trinidad for Carnival 1 year. I wanted to go next year. Well, yeah, I wanted to go next year. So let's see how that one works out. And it's not even just the fact that nobody cares what you're doing at Carnival, Bacchanal, or whatever. It's the fact that the costumes are beautiful. The costumes they're very sexual. They're very comfortable for the most part. And they're very relaxed. They have to be comfortable because you're going to be in them for hours dancing. So they kind of have to be comfortable. But they are beautiful. They are the feathers, the little thingy here, the little cup thingy there, and the little, it is beautiful. So before I start getting too emotional, let's shift gears into food. Now, the staple of every single Jamaican home during the Easter period is, like, there is no other holiday or celebrated time period where there is such a concentrated effort to get this or to make this kind of food. Well, some people make it, most people buy it, because I do. I did. The staple is bun and cheese. And not only bun and cheese and fried sprat. Now listen to me. Every single Jamaican home has these things during the Easter period. I don't necessarily like the bun because most of the time it has in raisins and I don't really like raisins, but I'll pick the raisins out. I'll eat the bun with the cheese, or I'll pick the raisins out, eat the bun, and then eat the cheese, or I would just eat the cheese. But it is still in my home because my mother loves it, my sister loves it, my grandmother loves it. And then don't get me started on that fried sprat. Whether you're a Christian or a Worldlian, there is something for literally everybody to enjoy. But 99.9% of those things are cancelled now. I think the only thing that, that is left this year is just the food. So enjoy the food, please, because I don't have any and it's hard. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and quarantine. And don't forget to come back next week for another awesome video. Imani out.